Alright. Finishing up a lot of these quests. Or companion quests. Huh.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us to the Sentinels. She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Good thing you didn't start with much then.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Maybe hold off on the disemboweling talk until we confront her in person.
I suppose congratulations are in order for having dispatched so many Sentinels. Can't rightly say I'm surprised, what with your knack for wanton violence. But still, impressive. And let's not forget that I was the one who gave Azahelia Leitinger a purpose and fulfillment. Look at how much fun you've had.
Only melee 4? Well, you better start explaining yourself, or I'll kill you with my own hands.
Let's not be hasty. I mean, can it even be a betrayal if it was always lies?
True.
I had no choice. Aza, you were the perfect candidate when the Consul tasked me to start the Dawn.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
Damn. That's a needlessly complex plan. You're horrible at your jobs, and I should know.
You know nothing. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
Intriguing items, engagingly described. What's up next? Another beauteous...
I prefer neither, to be honest. Not a fan of servitude, no matter what you call it.
If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
As much as I'd prefer to not anger you, I must say your willful ignorance is still a thing to behold. You are always so willing to accept even the most specious of arguments. I can only hope your luck has run its course and the remaining Sentinels are able to put you down. Your death would put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
Damn.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
We'll discuss the method later, but I agree, she must die to save you and Arcadia from the cult.
I've no idea what you're speaking of. The Glorious Dawn is the future of Arcadia. Dagmar must die violently because she betrayed us.
I'm just saying we shouldn't act rashly.
I know of no other way to act.
Of course. What could I have been thinking?
I thought the Dawn were my family. But with Dagmar's betrayal and the willingness with which the rest of them turned on me, I just don't know.
But Severin didn't willingly turn on you.
That's true. And even without threats, Dagmar has a way with people. She made all of us feel our lives weren't meaningless. But she has proven she's not the person any of us thought her to be.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yes. I still have that which gives me meaning. The gift she gave to me. Even if she was a flawed messenger. The truth of the Dawn cannot be allowed to die. I've no choice but to gather whatever faithful are left and start anew.
What about the information we found at the interstitial reconfiguration center? Jesus Christ.
What about it?
Doesn't it call into question the Dawn's theory that the rifts are a gateway into paradise?
Their methodology is flawed. They even said they were conducting further experiments. I suppose you think that just because Dagmar betrayed me, it changes anything? One has no bearing on the other. Just because she has lost her faith doesn't make the Dawn's beliefs any less true.
Maybe not, but what we found does. You're intelligent, Azza. Just think about it.
I will. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
But, thank you just the same.
You're welcome, Azza.
I can't talk right now. Concentrating on what I'm going.
Whatever you need, Commander. Just name it.
Let's go. Back into this place again for the 4th time.
Imbeciles! How did you let Azza get this far? She means to assassinate me!
Watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm.
Warm up! They're closing in!
Unwholesome food for thought.
Don't let the unhealthful foodstuffs of this eating establishment distract you, fellow Sentinel Dunning. We're deep in the
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Sentinel Redcloak. The turncoat is supposed to meet their corporate contact here. Rest assured, my eyes are attentive, even as my stomach rolls. How these wage slaves survive on this artificial swill is beyond.
Can I get you robust individuals another trough of Anti-Cleo and Pal's Borstwurst? Perhaps an additional flavor packet of emulsified meat shavings.
All right.
Thank you. No, food vendor. Just the meal bill.
It's been a while since we listened to Auntie Cleo's radio.
Ah! You're still alive! No, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm the one you must answer to.
You're listening to Wireless Free Arcadia for music, entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment.
Let them talk.
So start talking. Tell me why. Why did you do this? To me?
Why? I'm a loyal subject to the True Protectorate. What other reason is there? When the Consul tasked me to help save the colony, I did not even think to ask why. And you were an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside. But then you went berserk. I never could have imagined how you'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Of our quarterly income report. Factories, chemical plants, unnatural resources, all ours for the exploiting.
Which wrong people did she kill?
Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me.
Auntie first proposed we put boots on that rock.
Hmm.
You can always trust wireless-free Arcadia. We're straight shooters, just like our
I am shocked that filling a vulnerable person's head with lies turns out so poorly for you.
It's a good thing for you. I'm feeling a little less vindictive since I've been running with the commander here. That means your death will be quick. Well, quicker than it would have been.
Hey, you there! Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average?
It seems you don't really want to do this, do you?
Yes, I do! It's just all those questions you've been filling my head with. Can't seem to get my thoughts straight. I feel like I don't know anything anymore.
The report from the Reconfiguration Center proves the Dawn was a lie. Tell her, Dagmar.
You saw that, Azahelia? And you still believed? I am impressed by your dedication to the Dawn's theology. Dismissing hard evidence like that. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It took you long enough to start questioning the fact that the Dawn always seemed to be being sent to places that benefited the Consul politically. Not to mention they were forbidden from throwing themselves into their beloved rifts unless given specific instructions to do so. Couldn't have them all just killing themselves.
Increase productivity, improve morale, and soothe all manner of mental malady in the listening workforce. At least in the lab. Not responsible for night sweats, abnormal bone growth, or prolonged glossolalia.
What about it, Aza? This must be enough to prove to you the cult was never real.
Yes. More than enough, actually. I'd gone too far to admit it. Until the end, when I could no longer completely ignore the dissonance in my head. It's lies. All of it. Get out of here, Dagmar. Before I change my mind.
Yes, well, can I just grab my... no, I suppose not. I'll show myself out.
What do I do now?
It's up to you. Whatever you want.
I know that, but thank you for saying so. I meant, what should I do about the unhinged members of the Glorious Dawn? Without a leader, they could be even more dangerous. We may need to do some killing. You know, for old time's sake.
If there's a cost you can't complete, or your ends just won't quite meet, I can lend you all the bits you'll ever need. But the loan that you request includes compound.
We could do that. Or maybe there's a way to disband them, keep them from being a threat.
I can send out a general message from here, saying our communications have been compromised or some such, that the Exalted Leader is dead, and that they need to separate and protect themselves. That should work, though I suspect a fair amount will simply just jump into the closest rift. I'm sure there will be some that ignore the message completely, though. Enough to keep my knife skills up, at least.
We can deal with those personally, if it comes to that.
It's done. I need to leave this place. It makes me sick to my stomach.
What do you get? No cause. After using her combat ability, Asa has a small chance for a charge to be immediately refilled. Ew. Absolutely not. That is not okay. That is a terrible perk. We're redoing that conversation.
Of Auntie Cleo and Pal's Borstwurst. Perhaps an additional flavor packet of emulsified.
Thank you.
Just please. Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm so start.
Why? And you brought me great praise from the Consul. Which and then she started asking questions that would have
That means your death
I'm
will be
picking
quick.
the same options.
Yes, I do.
You saw that? It took you, not to mention they were forbidden from throwing themselves in.
Yes, I'd gone to get out of.
Yes, well.
There you go.
What? What do I do? I know that. We may need to do some killing.
Okay.
You know,
I think it might be better
for old
if
time's
we
sake.
could find a way to use them as a force for good.
I can send out a general message from here.
A new
I'll need to
cause.
concoct some plausible theory to sell them on, though. Can't simply tell them to abandon their beliefs and just be good. How about this? I'll spout some vague new discoveries about the plan that demand we align our intentions with perfection before the rifts will accept us into paradise, or some such nonsense. That should work, though I suspect a fair amount will simply just jump into the closest rift. I'm sure there will be some that ignore enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
We'll deal with them personally. Okay, I think this will be better perk than the other one.
It's done. I need to leave this place.
Let's just say it all.
Whenever you spend energy, as a combat ability charges a portion of the energy spent. Oh, that's even worse. Ah, it's fine, whatever. I like doing the forces of good thing anyways.
The tales of your astuteness ring true, Red Cloak. Troopers, the trap is sprung. We have Red Cloak.
The consul, in his infinite wisdom, might show you mercy. I'm not as wise as the consul.
And so our hero Red Cloak exposed the Order sympathizer, only to become ensnared deep in Auntie's territory. Will she escape their corporate clutches? Yes, of course she will. Those who express doubt regarding the abilities of a true and upright Protectorate Sentinel should seek mental refreshment at once. Our hero's reassuring adventures continue in the next episode of I, Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Such an inspiring broadcast. On to
Okay, this should be good.
I'm not ready to talk yet.
Whatever you need, Commander. Just name it.
On the perfection of Protectorate society.
It's incredible. The things that we have done.
Have an update about that personal matter. You know, the one that might end the universe. The other universe-ending thing.
Of course.
Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anaïs, Sir Bujold's research. Believe I have a lead on their identity.
Huh, didn't you say her research could destroy the universe? Probably shouldn't let that happen.
I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge on Dorado. Oddly enough, to the anchor hold at Matriarch's Mercy Monastery. I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling multiple crises, but I'd suggest we journey there sooner than later.
All right, let's talk later.
May all our travails add to the equation. Got something that needs doing, Commander?
As a new weapon now stuns enemies that aren't targeting her. It also has increased damage. As a weapon, even more damage to enemies not targeting her directly. It also has significantly increased damage in general. 149, 145. Now stuns deals even more damage. Okay, yeah, I like that better. The first time Azza would go down each combat, she instead heals to full, also increased effectiveness of her armor. When not attacking a target, Azza will camouflage herself, preventing enemies from attacking her and granting her a damage bonus. Also increase the effectiveness of her armor. I like that one, but way better. 19, yeah, okay.
Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cause and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cause and perfect thoughts,
we still haven't found. That's so crazy.
Abundant entertainment.
It's strange how I ended up here after all my time with the cult. I think I knew it was a lie all along. I just felt such freedom, such excitement. Like nothing I'd felt before. But it was all hollow. Being free didn't give me purpose. It simply served to distract me. Now, I don't even have that, do I? I know you said I can do whatever I want, but that's just it.
What can I do?
I don't know what I want.
Squeak enthusiast, not a muscled atlas. A hydration specialist at best.
No one does, but we muddle through somehow. You'll be fine.
Really? Why has no one told me that before? That helps. A lot. Thank you.
Glad I could help.
What? Sorry. Caught me lost in my upper story. Such as? What? Sorry. Who exactly?
All right. Let's finish up Marisol's.
The best ever to be had. It's perfection perfected.
Okay, so it's on Dorado. Tristan is on Eden. Well, let's go finish off Tristan.
Every part is a call. Every subject proves our glorious bounty for all.
This agent of... Speak freely.
Man, we haven't even started Inez's storyline. Oh, I've been here at the beginning of the game. No wonder this place was so freakishly difficult. It was meant for endgame.
Silent as a team. I hope we aren't too late.
Well, because I killed everybody here already.
If Virgil's not about, he's like to be in the training grounds then. There's a lift that will take us lower, located behind the door next to those stairs.
You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and fame.
Oh, she wears the little eye patch now instead of the Dawn attire. Nice. That is cool. I was wondering if she was still gonna wear that stupid veil.
Biscuit, it's a relief to see a friendly face. Do come up.
It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we fail as one perfect union. A simple people so whole, to be right and unbreakable. That is our ultimate goal.
Virgil! Oh, thank the architect I found you intact. We visited the Supreme Arbiter's office in Central Control and found something impossible.
Impossible? Why is it impossible? So that you may claim ignorance as to the truth of what you've uncovered?
Tristan is in denial about the evidence we found. I was hoping you could set him straight.
Fine. If you're still so thick-skulled, Tristan, then I can see I've no choice but to confess. Hold. Do you hear movement?
Attention, Arbiter Virgil Montag. Under the jurisdiction of the Council, we stand to bring you low. Do not resist.
Damnation! I knew the Sentinels were looking for me, but I did not expect they would come to this place. We have no choice but to fight. I can operate our turrets from this location, but you must engage the Sentinels head-on to prevent our being overwhelmed. Go now!
Arbiter Montag, lay down your arms. Surrender and die.
Wishes are worth less than nothing.
Those fools were but an expeditionary force. I've no doubt the bulk of their number remains on the surface. I shall take an alternate path to prepare a surprise for our would-be assailants. Then I shall flank them as you engage them.
Hold. You were beginning to say something before we were ambushed. I would care to hear it.
We cannot have this conversation until we are safe. Engage those on the surface and I shall join you. Go now.
Sharpen up. Hostile nearby.
Taking cover!
Hiding in. Engaging camouflage.
Virgil, enough! Our being at odds with the Consul is one thing, but that was a small army! What have you done?
You already know whether you're willing to admit it or not. Do you sincerely have a need for me to spell it out before you'll face the truth? Very well then. Tristan, you stand before the murderer of the Supreme Arbiter.
I don't believe this. The Consul must have captured you and sent you to mental refreshment. It's the only...
Open your eyes, Rao. Those Sentinels were here with due cause. The elimination of a murderer. The Supreme Arbiter was planning to send a message in her final moments, pledging allegiance to the Consul. Who do you think bore witness to those final moments?
Actually, the message was unsent when we found it.
Had I not been so overcome with emotion, I would have been thorough enough to delete that. It matters no longer.
No. You lied to me?
I had to. I knew that if you learned what had transpired, why I did what I did, it would destroy you.
Would it? Or were you just trying to save yourself from my wrath?
Broadcasting reassuring programming in
You got one chance to explain what happened and why you did what you did.
With the demands this war has made on us all, I've not seen our mentor for some time. My visit was meant to be a surprise. Unfortunately, it was. I overheard her decision to align herself with the Consul before she realized I was there. This admission, I had no choice but to act.
But there was a choice. Why didn't you come to me? Together we could have come up with something. Some other course of action.
Because I didn't want you to know. I never wanted you to learn the truth because I feared you'd lose your faith.
The appropriate zeal for their assigned work. Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. It's the law. Stand by for further reassuring content.
Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet.
You were trying to keep Tristan off the trail? Do you know about Oculus collating post?
No. Sentinel Peralt's remarks were the first I'd heard of any secret room. I feared what you might learn there, so I scrambled to find an agent who might locate the room before you. I only had one contact who I knew may be able to do the job. Obviously, he did not succeed. I was pleased to learn that my decision did not result in his death, at the very least.
What about the junior arbiter who tried to judge Tristan at the central control?
That is news to me. A junior arbiter judging Tristan. I can't imagine you let that stand.
Killing one of Arcadia's future arbiters over a singular breach of rank would have been most tragic, but this is not the matter we're here to discuss.
Seems like it would be tough to stay loyal after having to kill your mentor, Virgil.
How dare you! I would have rather done anything else. But the explicit reason that I had to act was out of my loyalty. The Supreme Arbiter did more than mentor us. She all but raised us as her own. There was not a step we took that she did not watch. A fact we know that she did not teach. And I killed her. As a traitor.
You don't sound resolute, you sound guilty.
Damn you. Damn you 1,000 times. How can I not bear remorse for the slaying of one I considered my own kin? No matter what I do, I find myself reliving that moment whenever I close my eyes. Her sin was unforgivable to the Protectorate, but I...
Have since realized that you care more about her than the Protectorate?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me that the Protectorate is the only family any of us would ever need. Yet, I have found little comfort within it since her passing.
I cannot believe what I am hearing. You know that I have to judge you. There's no other choice available to me.
Try to calm down. You need to think rationally about what our next course of action is.
You're right. You're right. I can't let emotion get the better of me. This is not the first time we've encountered the paradoxical nature of Protectorate law. Each time we did, you convinced me to stay my hand, and I do not regret those I spared. Our prior conclusions inform my present feelings. I theoretically understand what Virgil did, for there was no proper decision he could make. But I cannot view this objectively. Virgil killed our mentor. It's madness. I cannot simply let that stand. Can I?
Next, a small sampling of Protectorate abundance.
All subjects deserve hydration without contamination. Moderation anti-morbidic soda packs a manganese zing and unbeatable beetroot flavor. It's the soda that drinks like a soup. Available in pulp or extra.
The only alternative is to execute him, and doing so wouldn't bring your mentor back.
You mistake my aim for one of vengeance. I still care deeply for Virgil. I do not blame him. But I must do what is just.
Let me ask you this. What would you have done in Virgil's shoes?
I don't know. He was right when he said the Consul would simply manipulate High Command. But the law is clear on this. It is explicitly illegal for an inferior to execute their superior. The issue must be accelerated to a higher authority. But is addressing traitorism not the utmost priority of any arbiter? Is not the betrayal of everything we stand for more significant than a breach of protocol?
Well, is there any alternative that he could have done?
No. And even if there was, maybe this was right. We must think for ourselves if Arcadia is to survive. I cannot bring myself to execute my sworn brother.
Menial labor needs to stick together, I always say.
There's nothing menial about... Oh, forget it. I know not what to make of the Supreme Arbiter's betrayal. I'll have to ruminate on it for some time. But that aside, I forgive you, Virgil. You are spared.
As good as vengeful killing may feel in the moment, Tristan, I think you may have made the right choice here.
Would that I could forgive myself.
She's so far away.
I shall have to live with what I have done in the name of the Protectorate.
Ceaseless service stokes a hearty appetite. Sustain that zeal with the perfectly perfunctory meal. Moderation mini rolls, modestly flavorful.
This easily could have been you, Tristan.
Virgil, you should take comfort in doing what was right. The Supreme Arbiter was a traitor. I believe her execution was just. And you should as well.
Just in the eyes of the Protectorate. But we've forever lost our mentor, our friend. And, I might add, if the Protectorate had its way, you or I would presently lie dead as well. How can I see the morality in a system that demands brothers, guardians, friends kill one another in its name?
How can you, Tristan?
Stop! This is already near too much to accept. I refuse to be browbeaten on top of everything else. Allow me to reach my own conclusions.
1,000 words of thanks for meeting me here, Tristan. I know not what the future holds for us, but for the time being I must make myself scarce. Though, before I go, a parting gift. May Tristan make use of it better than I.
Go with the Sovereign's blessing, brother. And be careful. If you survive today only to be brought low by an agent of the Consul at a later point, I shall be most annoyed. Commander, this has all been draining. I need time to process what we've learned today. What I've done. Later, I hope we might discuss it.
Okay.
Have you viewed any serials of note? Speak freely. Certainly. I consider myself an open tome. Straightforward only. Moreover, she taught her protégés to seek out evidence before judging as they saw fit, despite the fact that sneer all you like. But our society has operated in this manner. Ask, and I shall answer.
What? Sorry, caught me.
Okay. Honestly, that went pretty okay. That last little tidbit there was a bit much, I feel. If I could go back, I wouldn't ask Tristan directly. But I don't want to do that. Stick with your choices, I feel. Unless it's really, really annoyingly bad. Oh, right. I think we need to talk to Tristan in the incognito.
Commander, I've had some time to process what transpired with Virgil. Despite the manner of what Virgil has done, I cannot help but be glad I did not need to slay him. I can only hope he does not run afoul of further sentinels. I still have much doubt about my path, but I don't believe Protectorate law is as ironclad as I once thought.
Why not?
Having good intentions does not spare you. Doing what you think is right does not spare you. This cannot be justice. Yet what can I do? More than 100 years of Protectorate society cannot be changed by a lone body. Can it?
You can try to uphold justice. Actual justice, not the Protectorate's ideal.
But how? I see. I must follow my own path, my own sense of right and wrong. I can only hope it has been cultivated properly. I shall remain with the Protectorate, interpreting its laws through a moral instead of a punitive lens. Innocent until proven guilty is a novel concept, but it is worth a try.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about all this?
A drunken, disorderly subject once struck my faceplate with an electrical pitchball stick, resulting in a concussion. My head pounds worse now, but my heart feels lighter. When we began traveling together, I was not sure what to make of you. But your input throughout our time together has been invaluable. I deeply appreciate your hand in this investigation, Commander, and in entertaining my incertitude. Let us move forth to free Arcadia from injustice.
Hell yeah. I like that.
Blast! I was half speak freely.
Okay. Additional perk Fair Guardian. Trishan automatically taunts in an area around him when you drop below 25 or for the first time in combat. Oh. Very bad perk in my opinion because I usually die in one hit. So. But I like the fact that he's still with the Protectorate and is just trying to enact his own sense of justice within it. I think that's better because I do believe that him trying to change the entire order is just not going to go anywhere. One person can't make that much of a change. And telling him to leave is even worse because there's not a person in the Protectorate that can potentially like sway other people. I'm hoping that he isn't actively swaying people with this, but through his actions, he can cause people to basically think for themselves, is what I'm going for. Anyways, plasma is good. Gains a flamethrower attachment causing continuous plasma damage around him. That just sounds fun. Gauntlet either gains shock emitter attachment causing continuous shock damage around him. Let's go shock.
Now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Yeah.
Crowls are large
So his weapon now
crustacean
deals shock
creatures that
damage,
travel in
but
herds and are native to Arcadia.
whenever he hits something with it, it does a flamethrower burst. I like that.
Size, enormous claws and thick shells make them
Grants a bonus damage based on Trishan armor value.
Let alone try to eat.
At least in the past. For now, by the grace of the console, we bestow
Immunity
upon
to
you
all AoE
perilous
damage.
indulgence
Also greatly increase effectiveness as armor. Are you serious? Immunity to all AoE damage?
Then scoop out the soft, delicate goodness inside, so you don't have to.
It's higher in protein and lower in calories than beef, so a responsible way to stay healthy for the Protectorate. And now one no longer has to fret about being trampled or clawed in twain to get it.
Okay, Marisol and Inez is the only one left. Cool.
Society has never been so delicious.
Intriguing items, engagingly described. What's up next? Here's one you're absolutely sure to enjoy.
Broadly interpreting the law has been more involved than I anticipated, but it is rewarding in its difficulty. Speak freely.
Oh, nice. I'll be back. All right. We need to go to Dorado and finish up Marisol's questline. Then we can go and start Inez's questline. I think I can finish Marisol in the amount of time I have left. Probably. Oh, all the people here disappeared.
So many dead.
Are they in here now? Yeah, they are.
I do recall the order warning about something like that happening, albeit somewhat indirectly.
They still haven't cleaned up the bodies here?
This is Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Attention, neighbors. Fear not if you miss the momentous news, for it bears repeating a second.
I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now.
There are two anchorites in there earlier. I only see one body.
They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
Until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors.
Isn't that wonderful? Even the sovereign eagerly pursues perfection. Now, bask in the contentment as we replay the consul's inspiring announcement around the clock.
Next up,
I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered.
Identify the body. It was Anchoress Chow.
Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloister mate Anchoress Brunn has some explaining to do.
Do you see what was posted? It looks like some kind of super dense logic puzzle manifesto.
A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the laureate council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly.
This datapad had reference to the research at Winter's Grasp.
I saw that. I believe it was Anchoress Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth, who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something, that they'd mentioned an old order research station.
Any idea where Anchoress Brunn went?
That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden, placed by the name of Point Obviation.
What else have you gleaned about all this?
I don't know what happened to Anchoress Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious. And the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea.
How are you sure it'll continue?
I've seen it happen. Things can take on a life of their own at a certain point. The more overt the response, the more unexpected the outcomes. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the situation on the ground.
Back to the ship then.
Yes. Time to seek out Anchoress Brunn.
Perfect union, a simple people so whole, to be right and unbreakable, that is our ultimate goal. We all trust in each other, by rules we abide.
Not being able to fast travel while indoors is annoying. I get it when you're like going through it the first time because it's a quest area, but now, come on.
Wholesome program. Played at a reasonable volume. You're listening to Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Faithful neighbors, we all know that life in the Protectorate is just perfect. But doesn't it seem like lately our lives are
To the incognito.
more perfect than ever?
What a perfect observation, Prudence. Life lately does seem extra perfectly perfect.
I've never slept more soundly, knowing we are safe from enemies without and the occasional misguided subject within. Why, we've gotten word that our beloved sentinels have rooted
Okay,
out
this seems like a whole dungeon, so we might actually not finish it today. Sadly.
Mental refreshment is too good for these faithless former enforcers of Protectorate justice.
So true. Our tireless sentinels are relentless in their pursuit, closing on these disgraced arbiters traitorous heat. So take comfort that the Protectorate cogs of justice are turning perfectly.
Bye-bye.
Greased by the
Cease any and all manner of perambulation.
grinding them into bones and dust. And sleep peacefully.
I know I will. And now this.
Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects.
Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The Endpoint?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Ancris Brunn straight away.
Say, when Ancris Brunn first arrived, was she caked in someone else's blood?
No. As the brain of this operation, she usually leaves that sort of work to Exemplar Southworth here.
Ancris Brunn caked in blood. That's quite amusing. But no, I escorted her here myself, and surely would have noticed. We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Nonetheless, I'd ask you to follow certain precautions. Will you heed all requests and vouchsafe for your colleagues here? Them being unknown to us and all.
We'll mind our manners, Exemplar. I'll see to it.
Then, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation. Everyone here is such...
Ancris Brunn is up the lift.
You've been an enormous...
Thinking never made anybody happy that I believe.
Ancris Brunn is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
There's greater security and alertness than most Order strongholds. We'd best be wary.
His new armor looks so good.
No longer strange.
Is that Marisol?
The Endpoint herself. I thought she was a myth.
Let's be on our best behavior. Don't even breathe.
Gone, and though it tried me, I knew that I could be oh so much better again with the quick mental refreshment. Quick mental refreshment.
Your efficiency has improved my efficiency.
Quick mental refreshment.
Look, everyone. It's the Endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
To invigorate your mind, so you can serve the greater good at a brisk pace, with a true adherence zeal.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
I am a long-time vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado. I hope you don't mind me saying, go on up. You're expected.
I knew the Order had its own facilities. This... Where did they find the resources? What else have they done without our ken?
Okay, guys, I hate to do this, but we're gonna have to call it there. We will continue playing this tomorrow. I am out of time, and I've been playing for 6 hours. Gotta do other stuff now. So yeah, tomorrow we'll finish up Marisol's storyline, start and finish Inez's storyline, and then probably finish all the side quests and finish up the game. Well, all that sounds like more than 6 hours tomorrow, but we'll see. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.